Assalamu alaikum. In the course Mycology and Plant Pathology, we are studying classification of fungi into phyla with suitable examples to illustrate somatic structures, life cycle, and reproduction of different phyla. In the previous lecture, we studied Myxomycota and Ovomycota. In this lecture, we will study Chytridiomycota. So, firstly, somatic structures. The primitive members of this class are unicellular and holocarpic. Such members do not possess any mycelium, and sometimes in the early stages of their development they lack cell walls. Certain more advanced species possess a few rhizoids which anchor the unicellular organism to its substratum. The rhizoids are short, possessing thin branches, and resemble a root system. Some species produce a many-branched rhizomycelium. The hypha-like filaments of this system do not contain nuclei. The most advanced members of this class possess a true mycelial thallus. The hyphae are typically sinusoidal, but the septa are formed at the base of reproductive organs only. Such septa are solid plates. The principal components of a chytrid cell wall is chitin and a non-cellulosic alkali insoluble glucan. Centrioles are also present. Here are the diagrams of different types of thalli in Chytridiomycota. This is the real image in which you can see this is a thallus and these are the rhizoids. These are the diagrammatic presentations in which you can see this is a holocarpic structure and this is eucarpic monocentric. This is the discharge tube, this is the sporangium, and from this discharge tube operculum will be opened and the zoospore will be liberated. These are the epibiotic thalli. Epibiotic mean ये होस्ट सेल से बाहर है इसका थैलस स्ट्रक्चर, सिर्फ राइजॉइड्स जो हैं वो अंदर पेनिट्रेट किए हुए हैं. दिस इज़ द एंडोबायोटिक थैलस जो कि पूरी की पूरी होस्ट सेल के अंदर है थैलस और राइजॉइड्स भी अंदर हैं. These are the eucarpic polycentric fungi, polycentric type of chytrids in which there are many sporangia and rhizomycelium are inside the host cells along with sporangia, and there are more than 2 sporangia inside the host cell. Then is life cycle and reproduction. Firstly, asexual reproduction. Both types of reproduction occur in Chytridiomycota, asexual and sexual. In asexual reproduction, it takes place by means of sporangium and zoospores. This is a sporangium. You can see this is a zoospore, chytrid zoospore. The young sporangium is full of protoplasm and contains many nuclei. As the development of sporangium continues, the entire protoplasm divides into numerous minute parts by means of cleavage. Each minute part develops into a uninucleate zoospore, and each zoospore is uninucleate and possesses a single posterior whiplash flagellum. Here you can see this is a flagellum. There is a nuclear cap which partially or wholly covers the nucleus. This is the nuclear cap that covers the nucleus. This is the nucleus and this is the nuclear cap. The most characteristic element of the zoospore is the refractive lipoid globule. You can see these are the lipoid globules that are surrounding the contents of this zoospore. It may be quite conspicuous in some species, but here is it is present. It is very prominent, conspicuous. In some species it is extremely minute, but in others it occupies sometimes 2/3 of the whole body. After discharge, the zoospore swims for some time, insists and withdraws its flagellum and then germinates, usually after a short resting period. Here is the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction occurred by one of the following methods. Number one, planogametic copulation, and number two is gametangial copulation. In planogametic copulation, the conjugation may take place by isogamous or anisogamous planogametes. In isogamy, Syncytium endobioticum is the example. In isogamous type of planogametic copulation, both the gametes are morphologically identical but physiologically dissimilar. They unite to form a zygote. In anisogamous type, one planogamete is larger than the other. Copulation takes place in water and a motile zygote is resulted. For example, in some species of Blastocladiales. In certain other cases, a non-motile female gamete and a motile male gamete are fused together to form a zygote. This type of reproduction is found in Monoblepharidales. Second method of sexual reproduction is by gametangial copulation, and you can see that how gametangial copulation occurs. We have read these types in the previous lecture, in which we studied the general reproduction in general fungi. Here two mating types of hypha are come in contact, and the contents of both come into a single structure, and then a diploid zygote is formed and it may develop into a zygospore. Here is the life cycle of chytridiomycetes. You can see sporophyte mycelium produce zoosporangium and zoospores that are diploid. They are encysted for some times, and when the favorable conditions come, they germinate to produce a sporophyte mycelium. Here is the sexual reproduction in chytridiomycetes, in which it produces zoosporangium, in which the cells undergo meiosis and the haploid zoospores are produced that are encysted, and then the gametophyte mycelium produces male and female gametangia, and that produce male and female gametes, and they undergo fusion, and the motile zygote is formed that may be encysted, and after favorable conditions it germinates into a sporophyte mycelium. So this blue colored portion is the haploid portion of this sexual reproduction, and this black colored portion is the diploid portion of this sexual reproduction, and the asexual reproduction is wholly solely diploid. Here comes the classification of Chytridiomycota. It has only one class, Chytridiomycetes, and this class has three orders, Chytridiales, Blastocladiales and Monoblepharidales. इसकी बहुत सारी क्लासिफिकेशंस आपको डिफरेंट साइंटिस्ट के अकॉर्डिंग मिलेंगी, लेकिन हमने अपने सिलेबस के अकॉर्डिंग इसको फॉलो करना है. सो नेक्स्ट इज an example of this phylum, that is Syncytium endobioticum. It causes what disease of potato? Its systematic position is kingdom fungi, phylum Chytridiomycota, class Chytridiomycetes, order Chytridiales, family Syncytriaceae, genus Syncytium, and species is Syncytium endobioticum. Its habitat is the regions of moderate rainfall and temperature, propitious to the cultivation of potatoes. होस्ट मोस्टली इसका पोटैटो होता है, लेकिन इसके अलावा भी सोलेनेसी के दूसरे मेंबर्स पे ये पैरासिटाइज कर सकता है, इसका पैथोजन बन सकता है, लाइक टोमेटो एंड अदर सोलेनेशियस प्लांट्स लाइक डेतूरा एंड सम अदर सोलेनम स्पीशीज. Here you can see how Syncytium endobioticum cause what disease. These are the warts that are produced by Syncytium endobioticum on the potato fruit or potato tuber. It can cause this warty disease on the leaves, on the tubers, on the stem, or any portion of the plant. This is the diagrammatic presentation of these warts on a potato. You can see the warty excrescences. Symptoms of this disease are, in fact, this Syncytium endobioticum is an obligate parasite in the epidermal cells of the potato. Early infection shows rapid cell division in the host, cell division in the host tissue. The cell become enlarged due to hypertrophy and assume the shape of galls and forms warty outgrowths. It mainly infects in cold, humid climate. Galls form on leaf tissue, causing convolution of leaf. Though infection of this fungi can cause huge loss of yield, but thanks to the breeder and geneticists out there, as they have produced many disease-resistant varieties of potato nowadays. This species causes the destructive wart disease of potato. The zygote of this parasite stimulates the infected cells as well as the neighboring cells to rapid division and enlargement. As the galls become confluent, enormous warts, excrescences and outgrowths may be formed. वो जो rapid cell division होती है उसकी वजह से ये galls और outgrowths बन जाती हैं. Frequently, young tubers of susceptible varieties may become so malformed that they are hardly recognizable as potatoes. Some species of Syncytium also attacks the fruits and leaves and some other species as well, some other vegetables as well. This fungus produces large or small greyish yellow warty excrescences on the tubers and rarely on the leaves. You can see these excrescences. The stolons may also be infected, but warty excrescences are not produced on the stolons. The roots are not infected by this disease. However, the growth of the plant is not being attacked. In the last stage, the warts rot into a putrid mass which exudes a dark brown liquid. यानी प्रोडक्शन होती रहती है, पोटैटो बनता रहता है, लेकिन वो डिस्ट्रॉय होते रहते हैं. If we talk about the somatic structure of Syncytium endobioticum, the body of this is composed of a single uninucleate cell with a definite cell wall. The organism absorbs its food material from the cell contents of the host. It is incapable of extending to the other cells. जिस सेल में ये होता है उसी में नुकसान पहुंचाता जाता है. Next is the life cycle of Syncytium endobioticum. It has both types of reproduction, asexual as well as sexual. Asexual reproduction will be by means of zoospores. Here you can see these are the zoospores produced by the sporangia in the summer. And in summer it will go for asexual reproduction usually. It will come in contact to a potato tuber, a healthy potato tuber, and it will infect it. Cyst wall will be produced if necessary. Then it will be a mature summer spore inside the host cell. Then it will form the rosette of cells. Then it will germinate in summers and a prosaurus will be formed. Then in the prosaurus, zoosporangia will be formed and the empty summer spore will be here. These zoosporangia will be then septated, और ये जो इसमें थिन वॉल्ड सेप्टम बनेंगे वो इसको 4 to 9 चेम्बर्स में या 4 to 9 स्पोरेंजिया में डिवाइड कर देंगे, और वो स्पोरेंजिया जो हैं वो फिर समर्स में इसी तरह जू स्पोर्स प्रोड्यूस करेंगे और वो जू स्पोर्स आगे इन्फेक्शन साइकिल अपना कंटिन्यू करते जाएंगे. सो हेयर इज़ द सेक्शुअल साइकिल एज वेल, एंड वी कैन सी दैट दीज सोरस इन विंटर form the gametangia, and gametes are produced, plasmogamy occurs, and then it will fuse and karyogamy forms the zygote, and it will infect the host cell. Host will be infected, and then in the host there will be a meiosis occurs producing haploid zoospores. Where is my cursor? My cursor is disturbing me a lot, sorry. Yes, here is that. And these resting sporangia will be formed sporangium with zoospore primordia, and this will be then emptied when it will dehisced and produce the zoospores that will again infect the potato tuber in the same manner. And in this way its sexual reproduction is also completed. So thank you so much. This is all about Chytridium mycota. And if you have any question, you are more than welcome. You can ask in the comment section or directly from me. Allah Hafiz.